Hey there, little listeners. Are you ready for a story?
I love stories.
Well, today we're going to dive into one about two best friends.
Okay.
Their names are Mike and Julia, and they love winter.
I love winter too.
Me too. They love building snowmen and throwing snowballs,
Hi, yeah.
but most of all, they love making snow angels.
Snow angels are so much fun.
One day, Mike and Julia see a sign.
A sign.
Yeah, it's on the community board.
What does it say?
It says that the local animal shelter needs help.
Oh no, what kind of help?
Well, they need help keeping all the puppies and kitties warm during the winter.
Oh, those poor little animals. I bet it gets cold in the shelter.
You bet it does. So Mike and Julia knew they had to help.
But how?
That's when they got a brilliant idea.
Really? What is it?
They decided to have a snow angel fundraiser.
A snow angel fundraiser. What's that?
Well, they're going to ask people to give them money for every snow angel they make.
That's a great idea.
They even made a colorful poster.
What does it say?
It says, Snow Angels for Shelter Pals. So they're going to turn their favorite winter activity into a way to help the animals.
That's so clever.
First, they went to their neighbor, Mrs. Thompson,
Why?
to ask if she would sponsor them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Julie explained that the money would help keep the animals warm.
What did Mrs. Thompson say?
She wanted to know how much money they were asking for each snow angel. And guess what Mike did?
What?
He made a silly snow angel right there in her front yard.
Oh my goodness.
And he said, whatever you'd like to donate.
I bet Mrs. Thompson laughed.
She did. And she gave him a big donation.
How many snow angels did she sponsor?
10 whole snow angels.
Wow.
But you know what's even cooler?
What?
They went to Mr. Langston's house next.
Who's Mr. Langston?
He's their neighbor.
Yeah.
And he's known for being a little grumpy.
Oh, no.
So they weren't sure if he would like their idea. But he said that if they could make a bunch of snow angels, he would donate too.
Really?
Yeah. So Mike and Julie were super determined.
I bet they couldn't wait to get started.
You bet. The very next day was a perfect snowy day.
Perfect for making snow angels.
Exactly. They bundled up in their warmest clothes and grabbed their poster and donation jar, and they ran outside to start their big snow angel fundraiser.
Yay.
But you know what?
What?
We're going to have to wait until the next part of our deep dive to hear what happens next.
Oh.
So stay tuned, little listeners, because in the next part, we'll find out just how many snow angels Mike and Julia can make.
Okay.
And if they raise enough money to help their furry friends at the animal shelter. See you soon.
Bye. Okay, so last time we left off.
Mike and Julie were bundled up.
Ready to make snow angels.
They were so excited to get started.
I bet they made their first one extra special.
You bet, Mike shouted, "Ready, set, angel!"
And
And he flopped right down in the snow.
did he make a good one?
He swished his arms and legs back and forth.
I bet it had a big smile on it.
Julia giggled as she made hers right next to him.
Oh.
She even counted each one they made.
Like 1, 2, 3. But making snow angels can get tiring, can it?
It can, especially after a while.
Did they get tired?
Well, after making 20 snow angels, Mike let out a big sigh.
What did he say?
He asked how many more.
Poor Mike.
He was getting tired.
But they couldn't give up, could they?
They couldn't call. Julia reminded Mike why they were working so hard.
What did she say?
She said, "Remember all those puppies and kitties at the shelter who need our help?
Oh.
We can't stop now."
She's such a good friend.
She is. And you know what happened next?
What?
Mrs. Thompson came outside
Oh, really?
with a big thermos full of hot chocolate
Hot chocolate.
and extra marshmallows.
That's so nice of her.
Mike and Julia sipped their hot chocolate
Yeah.
and felt their energy coming back.
So they were ready to make more snow angels.
They were.
Did anyone else come to help?
You won't believe it, but Mr. Langston came outside too.
Even grumpy Mr. Langston.
Yep. He even chuckled when Mike fell face first in the snow.
So their snow angel fundraiser was really bringing everyone together.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
And then some other kids from their school came over.
To make snow angels, too.
Yep. Now they were really making progress.
And
They reached 100.
100 snow angels.
That's right.
Wow, they did it.
Mike flopped down in the snow.
Was he tired?
He said his arms were too tired to make another snow angel.
I bet he was.
Julia said, "That's okay, Mike. We need those arms to hold the donation jar."
So did they count the money?
They did. Later that day, they got together.
Count all the money they collected?
And guess how much they raised?
How much?
$250.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know. They were so proud of themselves.
What did they do with all that money?
They went to the animal shelter the next day.
To give them the money?
Yep. They walked right up to Mrs. Green.
Who's Mrs. Green?
She's the shelter manager.
What did she say?
She gave them both a big hug,
Oh,
and she said their hard work meant so much to the animals.
that's so nice.
She said the money would help buy warm blankets and yummy food and toys.
So all the puppies and kitties would be warm.
They sure will.
I have a question for all our little listeners out there.
Oh, I love questions.
What could you do to help animals in need?
Or even people in your town who need a little extra help this winter.
That's a tough one.
It is. But helping others makes you feel good,
It does.
and it makes the world a brighter place.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
So what could we do?
Maybe you can gather up old blankets and towels
What for?
to donate to an animal shelter.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or you could make some cheerful drawings
Ooh, yeah.
to give to people at a nursing home.
That would make them happy.
It would. You could even have your own fundraiser like Mike and Julia.
Like what?
Or maybe a readathon,
A readathon.
where people give you money for every book you read.
That's a great idea.
Or a hopscotch competition,
I like Scott.
where you get sponsors for every hop.
That would be so fun.
It would be. Remember, even the littlest helpers can make a big difference.
Just like Mike and Julia.
They use their love of snow angels to spread kindness and warmth to all the furry friends at the animal shelter.
That's what makes this story so special. It reminds us that we can all be helpers.
In our own special ways. So go out there, little listeners, and spread some kindness today.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.